Hi students, welcome to lesson number 1, meaning, definition and characteristics of research. Research is the voyage of knowledge which refers to systematic search for pertaining information regarding an answer to questions or a solution to a problem. The term research is a combination of two words, re plus search. Re means again and again, search means to find out something. It also means the careful, diligent and exhaustive investigation of a specific subject matter which is aiming to bring advancement of mankind knowledge. Let us look into the objectives. 1. To know the meaning of research. 2. To study the characteristics of research. 3. To examine the purpose of research. Research in common term refers to a search for knowledge. Research is a scientific and systematic search for pertinent information on a specific topic. Research means a careful investigation or enquiry, especially through search for new facts in any branch of knowledge. Some people consider research as a movement and a movement from the known to the unknown. Let us look into the definition of research. 1. According to Clifford Woody, research comprises defining and redefining problems, formulating hypotheses or suggested solutions, collecting, organizing and evaluating data, making deductions and reaching conclusions and carefully testing the conclusions to determine whether they fit the formulating hypothesis. 2. According to Clover and Balsley, research is defined as the process of systematically obtaining accurate answers to significant and pertinent questions by the use of scientific method of gathering and interpreting information. This definition refers to the systematic approach and scientific method to be adopted for finding answers to pertinent questions. 3. According to C. Crowell, research is a systematic and refined technique of thinking, employing specialized tools, instruments and procedures in order to obtain a more adequate solution of a problem than would be possible under ordinary means. 4. Research, according to Young, is a scientific undertaking which, by means of logical and systematic techniques, aims to 1. Discover new facts or verify and test old facts. 2. Analyze their sequences, interrelationships and causal explanations. 3. To develop new scientific tools, concepts and theories which would facilitate reliable and valid study of human behavior. This definition specifies all the major aims of research like discovery of new facts, verification and testing of old facts, analysis of interrelationship and causal explanations and development of new tools, concepts and theories. According to Francis Bacon, research is a power of suspending judgment with patience, of mediating with pleasures, of asserting with caution, of correcting with readiness, of arranging though with scrupulous plan. Let us study the characteristics of research. The definitions reveal the various characteristics of research. 1. Research is a systematic and critical investigation into a phenomena. It demands a clear statement of the problem. 2. It requires a plan. It is not a mere compilation, but a purposive investigation. It aims at describing, interpreting and explaining a phenomena. It is looking for something in the hope that you will come across a solution. 3. It adopts scientific method. It builds on existing data using both positive and negative findings. 4. It is objective and logical, applying possible tests to validate the measuring tools and the conclusions reached. 5. It is based upon observable experience or empirical evidence. 6. Research is directed towards finding answers to pertinent questions and solutions to problems. 7. It emphasizes the development of generalization, principles or theories. 8. New data should be collected as required and be organized in such a way that they answer the research questions. The purpose of research is not to arrive at an answer which is personally pleasing to the researcher, but rather one which will stand you the test of criticism. The process of research. The process of research involves the following steps. 1. Identification and definition of the problem. 2. Survey and related literature relevant information. 3. Formulation of hypothesis. 4. Collection of data. 5. Analysis of data. 6. Conclusions and generalizations. Let's look into the purpose or objectives of research. There are various objectives of research. They are: 1. Research unravels the mysteries of nature. Research extends knowledge of human beings, social life and environment. Researchers and scientists build up the wealth of knowledge through their research findings. They inquire and search answers for various types of questions. Research unravels the mysteries of nature, brings to light hidden information that might never be discovered during the ordinary course of life. The knowledge structure is developed by research in general and pure or fundamental research in particular. The generalizations and general laws are established by research which contributes to theory building in various fields of knowledge. The scattered knowledge of isolated events are connected together to draw generalizations and general laws. The theory of consumer behavior and motivation theories, the law of demand and the principles of organization such as the unity of command and law of gravitation are few examples for the generalizations. Laws and theories. Research also verifies and tests existing facts and theory. These help improving our knowledge and ability to handle situations and events. Robert Merton opines that empirical research goes beyond the passive role of verifying and testing theory. Research performs 4 important functions: 1. To initiate, 2. To formulate, to deflect and to clarify theory. The general laws developed through research enable us to make reliable predictions of events yet to happen. Research aims to analyze interrelationships between variables and to derive causal explanations, which enables us to have a clear understanding of the world in which we live. The new tools, concepts and theories are also developed which enables for a better study of unknown phenomena. The socio-economic problems like poverty, social unrest, unemployment, beggary, health problems and human relations in organization and so on. For such problems, finding solutions is aimed by applied research. Because of research, we have good quality of life, control over events. Planning is guided by research and contributes to national development. Planning is guided by social science research in the following way. Research put forth the factual data on prevailing situations and problems for drawing plans and schemes on a realistic basis. Research inquiry opens up the possibility of testing the validity of planning assumptions or premises. Research opens up needed facts on which decisions are made before committing resources. For example, 5-year plans of India assumes various programs will bring economic growth, which supports creation of employment and raising standards of living of the poor. But the evaluation studies shows that the assumption was not correct and the strategy of development in the 5-year plans was modified, providing special and deliberate programs for eradication of problems in society. To bring alternative strategies and selection of the best appropriate strategy for development for different sections of like industry, education, food security and others, it is research studies which makes possible. To spread the research finding creates a general awareness of the country's situations and problems of the masses, which inspire them to participate in formulation and implementation of development programs. Analysis in research studies of internal and external environment of any organization provides the realistic data for rational decision making, formulation of strategies and policies. Let us examine the types of research. Research is classified according to its intent or methods. According to the intent, research is classified as 1. The pure research, 2. Applied research, 3. Exploratory research, 4. Descriptive research, 5. Diagnostic research, 6. Evaluation studies, 7. Action research, 8. Experimental research, 9. Analytical study, 10. Historical research, 11. Survey. 1. Pure research. Pure research is undertaken for the sake of knowledge without any intention to apply it in practice. Pure research is also known as basic or fundamental research. It is undertaken out of intellectual curiosity or inquisitiveness. 2. Applied research. It is carried on to find solution to a real life problem requiring an action or policy decision. It is problem oriented and action directed. It seeks an immediate and practical result. 3. Exploratory or formulative research. Exploratory research is preliminary study of an unfamiliar problem about which the researcher has little or no knowledge. It is ill structured and less focused on predetermined objectives. It usually takes the form of a pilot study. 4. Descriptive research. Descriptive study is fact-finding investigation with adequate interpretation. It is the simplest type of research. It is more specific than exploratory study. 5. Diagnostic study. This is similar to descriptive study, but with a different focus. It is directed towards discovering what is happening, why it is happening, and what can be done about it. It aims at identifying the causes of a problem and possible solutions for it. 6. Evaluation studies. Evaluation study is one type of applied research. It is made for assessing the effectiveness of socio or economic programs implemented or for assessing the impact of developmental projects. 7. Action research. It is a type of evaluation studies. It is a concurrent evaluation study of an action program launched for solving a problem or for improving an existing situation. 8. Experimental research. Experimental research is designed to assess the effects of particular variables on a phenomena by keeping the other variables constant or controlled. It aims at determining whether and in what manner variables are related to each other. 9. Analytical study or statistical method. Analytical study is a system of procedures and techniques of analysis applied to qualitative data. It may consist of a system of mathematical models or statistical techniques applicable to numerical data. 10. Historical research. It is a study of past records and other information sources with a view to reconstructing the origin and development of an institution or a movement or a system and discovering the trends in the past. It is descriptive in nature. 11. Surveys. Survey is a fact-finding study. It is a method of research involving collection of data directly from population or a sample thereof at a particular time. It requires expert and imaginative planning, careful analysis and rational interpretation of the findings. Scientific research in any field of inquiry involves three basic operations: 1. Data collection, 2. Data analysis, 3. Report writing. Data collection refers to observing, measuring and recording data or information. Data analysis, on the other hand, refers to arranging and organizing the collected data so that we may be able to find out what their significance is and generalize about them. Report writing is the ultimate step of the study. Its purpose is to convey the information contained in it to the readers or audience. If you note down, for example, the reading habit of newspaper of a group of residents in a community, that would be your data collection. If you then divide these residents, say, into 3 categories: regular, occasional and never, you have performed a simple data analysis. Your findings may now be presented in a report form. A reader of your report comes to know what percentage of the community people never read any newspaper and so on. Here are some examples that demonstrate what research is. A farmer is planting 2 varieties of jute side by side to compare yields. A sociologist is examining the causes and consequences of diverse. An economist is looking at the interdependence of inflation and foreign direct investment. A physician is experimenting with the effects of multiple uses of disposable insulin syringes in hospital. A business enterprise is examining the effects of advertisement of their products on the volume of sales. An economist is doing a cost benefit analysis of reducing the sales tax on essential commodities. The Bangladesh Bank is closely observing and monitoring the performance of nationalized and private banks. Based on some prior information, bank management is planning to open new counters for female customers. Supermarket management is assessing the satisfaction level of the customers in their products. In all the examples, doing research, whether the instrument is an electronic microscope, hospital records, a microcomputer, a questionnaire or a checklist. Social research. It is a technical subject that has its own language, and this language must be used in a precise manner. The precise meaning of technical terms has to be learned and then used carefully. Subject like sociology is multi-paradigm discipline. It does not have a single paradigm of interlinked theory and method. Social interrelationships such as opinions, customs, habits, behaviors, lifestyles and conditions of life, communities, etc. can be subject of study. For example, conservatives and liberals tend to have different perception of the role of government in people's lives and hence have different opinions on how to solve social problems. Let us examine positivism and post-positivism or postmodernism approach. It is based on the works of French philosopher Auguste Comte. The positivism said that science or knowledge creation should be restricted to what can be observed and measured. It relies on theories that can be directly tested. It argued that social science was similar in method to the natural science, but positivism have some drawback. It is an attempt to separate scientific inquiry from religion. Positivism led to empiricism or a blind faith in observed data and a rejection of any attempt to extend or reason beyond observable facts. Post-positivism argues that one can make reasonable inferences about a phenomena by combining empirical observations with logical reasoning. It views science as not certain, but probabilistic and often seek to explore these contingencies to understand social reality better way. As far as the practice of social research is concerned, it gives emphasis on 3 developments. 1. Willingness to use both quantitative and qualitative strategies. 2. The choice of strategy is based on the research question. 3. Paradigms were away from quantity versus quality. Scientific social research. Scientific research methods depends on the collection of empirical facts, yet facts alone do not constitute a science. For meaningful understanding of facts, they should be ordered in some fashion, analyzed, generalized and related to other facts. Thus, theory construction is a vital part of the scientific inquiry. Collecting and finding evolved through a scientific method and are interrelated with the previous findings of other scholars or earlier theories. Thus, scientific knowledge is a cumulative process. The scientific laws or theories are arrived at through a process of logic and evidence. Logic and evidence are the two pillars upon which scientific knowledge is based. In science, theories and observations are interrelated and cannot exist without each other. Scientific social research consists of the process of formulating and seeking answers to questions about the social world. Thus, scientific social research investigates any curiosity about social phenomena. Utilizing scientific method, scientific sociological research broadly speaking is concerned with discovering, organizing and developing systematic reliable knowledge about society or social life or social action, social behavior, social relations, social groups, social organizations and social systems and social structures. To sum up the lesson, let us understand the theme of the subject. Research is understood as a careful, exhaustive inquiry of specific subject matter. Research aims the advancement of human knowledge. It is search for knowledge. It is a movement from the known to the unknown. Research features by demanding for a clear statement of the problem. The data collected is organized to answer the questions. The process of research involves identification and defining the problem, formulation of hypothesis, collection of data and analysis of data and concluding with generalizations. There are different types of research with a unique way of studying the phenomena. The two approaches which explain the scientific research are the positivism and post-positivism. Positivism says that science or knowledge creation should be restricted to what can be observed and measured. It relies on theories that can be directly tested. Post-positivism argues that one can make reasonable inferences about a phenomena by combining empirical observations with logical reasoning. Thank you.